NASA's radio transmitting station, located on the Hawaiian Islands, in 2006 sent signals to the closest of the exoplanets, Gliese 581g. According to its studies with the Kepler Space Telescope, scientists suggest that life is possible there. Having received the signal, the intelligent inhabitants of Planet G, anthropomorphic but larger regions, send 5 ships to its source, which reach Earth 6 years later. However, upon landing, the alien communication ship crashes into one of Earth's orbital satellites and debris falls at several points on Earth, including the main Hong Kong, where significant destruction and casualties occur among the population. Chemical analysis of the shipwreck shows the presence of lawrencium. The remaining elements that make up the ship are not on the periodic table. The remaining 4 ships, the mothership and 3 stingers with sidelights of different colors, splashed down in the Pacific Ocean near the Hawaiian Islands in a square, where at the same time international naval exercises of the countries of the Asia-Pacific region are taking place. Several ships notice suspicious activity, namely the upper part of the carrier ship, and head there for reconnaissance purposes. A boat is lowered from the destroyer John Paul Jones. People land on the alien ship, causing a short circuit, and all 3 stingers rise to the surface before contacting the human ships. They were underwater. The aliens cover the islands and the surrounding sea, in which 3 missile destroyers from the exercise find themselves with an impenetrable power dome. The people's attempts to break through were unsuccessful. The destroyers try to make contact by emitting various pyrotechnic and sound signals. The aliens mistook the ship's whistle for the use of a sonic weapon and responded in kind, causing minor damage to the destroyer and stunning the crew. The commanders decide to open fire on the aliens from the ship's cannons, but the latter bring down the power of their mortar batteries of salvo fire on them. The John Paul Jones took the first blow, destroying almost all the shells in the air, except for one, which falls next to the bridge and kills all the senior officers of the ship in an explosion. The second salvo reflects the Samson, but also not completely. After which the Stinger is about to attack the John Paul Jones, but the Samson distracts his attention with a shot. Immediately after that, it takes on a heavy volley from a mortar and is destroyed by a monstrous explosion, along with the entire crew. The second Japanese ship, the Myoko, finds itself under a hail of mines immediately after the Samson, but the mines fly near the turret on the bow of the ship. The ship is broken in half by the explosion, but the John Paul Jones manages to save part of the Myoko crew. 2 ships, Samson and the Japanese Myoko, were destroyed. On the 3rd destroyer, John Paul Jones, the command post was destroyed. Almost all the officers were killed. Command passes to Lieutenant Alex Hopper. The lieutenant realizes that the sensors on the alien ships are capable of detecting loaded and aimed weapons and launching a counterattack. Captain Nagato of the Myoko tells Hopper about their system for detecting American ships blindly, using data from the tsunami warning buoy system. Using this trick similar to the board game Battleship, the destroyer enters the battle and destroys 2 of the 3 Stingers, red and green, by firing Tomahawk missiles at the given squares. The crew discovers that the aliens cannot stand sunlight. After a massacre in the ocean, the aliens send several Shredder drones to one of the islands in order to suppress ground resistance. As a result, a military base with helicopters, as well as the city's main transport hubs, are destroyed. Shredder drones are spherical bodies consisting of many heavy-duty blades that are capable of shredding metal and even reinforced concrete. At the same time, the unit can withstand enormous impact loads, is almost not subject to high temperatures, and also easily maneuvers on the ground and can move through the air with aircraft speed with a significant mass. Electronic filling navigator, object recognition and analysis system, high-definition video camera, autopilot. Interesting fact, the drone did not kill people in the city and strictly adhered to its goal, after which it self-destructed. At dawn, the last Blue Stinger set off to finish off the destroyer John Paul Jones. However, the rays of the rising sun blind his crew, and even the tinting on the windshield does not help. Hopper and Nagata use shots from large caliber Barrett M82 sniper rifles to break the observation window of the Stinger's command room, finally consolidating the effect. The Stinger's crew turns out to be incapable of combat, and the destroyer destroys the paralyzed Stinger with all its guns. From afar, the mothership sends a pair of Shredder drones to attack, which tear the destroyer in 2. Most of the sailors are saved. The ship's anti-aircraft gun turns out to be useless, even after several successful hits on the drones. The aliens land on the island near the radio transmitting station, and their plan becomes clear to the heroes to send a message to their home planet using earthly means of space communications, which can lead to the landing of the main invasion forces. If before the attack of the destroyers on the Stingers they were in the mood to conduct a friendly dialogue, now they are ready to enslave the Earthlings. Hopper and his people in view of the complete destruction of naval forces, come up with the idea of launching the mothballed battleship Missouri used as a museum. With the help of veterans who arrive for the training, they succeed and go to the alien ship. When approaching, Hopper manages a tricky maneuver with the guns pointed to the side so as not to provoke the enemy. He sharply slows down with an anchor and turns the battleship on the move. The alien shells fired preemptively, and volleys of the main caliber guns of the battleship smash the main ship and the transmitting station to island. The force shield disappears, and the planes of the International Squadron complete the route. All heroes are rewarded for their heroism. Once again, humanity is being saved. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe.